Hey everybody, this is Movado 242 coming at you with a quick story here. Something I just ran across today, and it's 7 days old. It happened on July the 23rd, and I cannot believe I have not seen this or heard anything about it on mainstream outlets. The headline is: As U.S. secretly moves nuclear weapons to the UK, Putin sends 150 warships, 120 jets near Britain. Wow, that is crazy. So, since for the first time since 2008, the U.S. has deployed nuclear weapons to the UK, and the apparent escalation comes at a time of heightened geopolitical friction between Moscow and NATO. Now they're sending a lot of stuff over there too. 150 warships, more than 120 aircraft, 15,000 military personnel across the Arctic, Pacific, the Baltic, and the Caspian regions. Wow, this is not something you can just not pay attention to. And like I said, it's surprising that I've not seen it on any news outlets. Maybe you have. If you have, let me know. But I definitely not have not seen this until today. And we've got a lot of stuff going on in the U.S. right now, politically, financially, socially. The all of the how they say all of the stars are aligning for a something to go down. We had this mass shooting in New York the other day that seemed a little confusing. Guy claimed he was doing it for the NFL, that he played in the NFL, and he didn't play in the NFL. And then some people were saying it was a white guy, and I don't think he was, but that just further riled up those people that, you're always going to have those Hegelian dialectic moments where the left or the right doesn't agree, or somebody doesn't agree, and they think they're shorted. So they said, "Oh, he was a white." They said it was a white guy, but he was black. Okay, well, at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter to me, but apparently it does to a lot of people. We've got this major cyber attack going on in Minneapolis. We've got the U.S. financial system well, it's been on the verge of collapse for quite some time now. You can't continue to spend more money than you make. At least the average person can't, but the government can do that. But sooner or later, you're going to have to pay the piper. And it's happened before. If you pay attention to empires, and the United States is an empire, we have over 750 military bases scattered around the world. That kind of qualifies them as an empire, a modern day empire, so to speak. We're debasing our currency. If you've been paying attention to the price of gold, you know, the way to look at the price of gold is the price of gold is not going up. The value of your dollar is going down. That's what's really happening. Just think about it. If you found a gold coin from 2,000 years ago, outside of its numismatic value of being a rare coin, or it will still have the value of whatever an ounce of gold is today. But if you found a paper dollar from any any country from back in the 1800s or whenever, how much do you think that dollar would be? That piece of currency would be worth outside of the value, the fact that it's an ancient coin or dollar. It may not be worth anything, but it definitely wouldn't be worth the price of an ounce of gold. So yeah, things are heating up. We've got this. Ibrahim Traore over in Africa, he's trying to do what Gaddafi was doing. He wants to unite Africa, kick out the colonizers, and they're not going to have it. They're not going to stand for it. So they're going to try to take that guy out. Mark my words. Well, they've already tried. I think he's already had like 18 or 19 assassination attempts. We even had the general in charge of AFRICOM, saying that he's taking the gold and using it for his own purposes. And by all accounts, from what I see, he's really turning that country around, and in a positive way. Now, the other day, I saw a story come out that said he banned the Talmud because it was a Western. I forget the term that he called it, but he basically said it was not good. And anytime you start banning books, that gets into a slippery slope type area. But I mean, they don't like the what's that book the little guy with a mustache wrote? Nobody really promotes that book. So I'm not too worried about him getting rid of that one. We'll see how this pans out. But for all intents and purposes, seems like he's doing a good job turning that country around from what it used to be. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with this video from Hindustan Times, and it'll show you the rundown of what's going on with NATO and Russia, and hopefully nothing comes of it, but you never can tell. It's possible. Anyway, it's Movado 242 signing off. Peace.